clean desk policy really necessary? In this post, I would like to put my point of view about the clean desk policy. I knew that it is a new trend and, like any new trend, it seems to be good in all of its aspects, but I am not a big fan of it. I will write my argument which may seem weak or without base to you, so it is only my opinion, and as an opinion it could be wrong. It is seems that the clean decks policy was born with the 5S. The 5S stand for sort, set, shine, standardize, and sustain. Basically, the purpose of this policy is to maintain a clean DEX, make tools and documentation easy to find, and protect critical documentation. And can these principles, which fit well in just-in-time manufacturing, also be applied effectively in software development? In some way, when these principles were applied to software development, the first thing to do was no one will have their own DEX. So if no one has his own DEX, everyone will have to clean the DEX before leaving. And with this action, one can almost fulfill the 5S. It is said that a clean DEX promotes a professional image, protects critical documents, and encourages collaboration with other co-workers. Professional image. I believe that the professional image must be primarily achieved through satisfying customers, but all employee can clean his own DEX before leaving. Protect critical documents. Each employee should have desk drawers with locks to store critical documents. Collaboration with other co-workers. I believe that one should be close to the co-workers with whom they need to communicate more often. If I work on System A, which communicates with System B, I would be very keen to sit near my co-workers who work on System B. So if professional image, document protection, and collaboration can be achieved without the clean desk policy, why is it so popular? I believe that it is mostly to save cost. It is more expensive to have 100 decks than 50, isn't it? Companies have to look for ways to reduce costs, and I understand this, and they should do it. And one way of doing it is by implementing a clean DEX policy. We could call this hot desking. But, but what about the cost of implementing the clean DEX policy? How will it affect the process of software development? Do you think that the clean DEX reduces the cost of the software development process, or does it increase? In my opinion, implementing a clean DEX policy may increase cost, but further studies would be needed to confirm this. When a person owns a DEX, they will typically sit near other people with whom they talk more often. In other words, the people who make up a team will be sitting near each other. In this way, the information about the software development can be transmitted more easily. And here is where the key is. The better information is transmitted among the team members, the lower the probability of misunderstanding. The better the understanding about the work, and the less time required to resolve problems. Saying that, it seems to me that information is the blood of software development. What could it happen if our brain, our neurons work with clean desk policy. One group of cortex neurons in the foot and other group of cortex neurons in the hands. How efficient would their communication be? Therefore, if each member of the team is placed in the random decks away from the rest of the team, how efficient would their communication be? So, what would be the cost of having inefficient communication in a software project? What would be the cost of having inefficient communication in a software project? Hard to calculate, but not cheap. In the other hand, when you have your own decks, you can set it up in a way that makes you more productive. In conclusion, I believe that if a software company wants to implement the clean desk policy, it should follow these points. First, assign clean desk zones divided by teams so that each software team has their own designated clean desk zone. This way, only team members will be allowed to do clean desking in their designated zone. Second, create the clean desk zones based on the communication patterns among teams. If a team A communicates frequently with team B, we should create a clean zone A near clean zone B. But I must say that I prefer each developer having their own decks.